Good evening and welcome again to our current affairs classes. In this class, we are going to discuss human milk bank. Actually, the human milk bank is also known as breast milk bank, breast milk bank, as well as it is also called mother milk bank, mother milk bank, mother milk bank. So, as the name is, it is very clear that there is a kind of service which can be related with the mother's milk. So, mother milk bank is a kind of service under which the milk of the nursing mothers is collected, screened, processed, and after the processing, it is dispensed to the needy infants. Actually, medically, it is considered that the optimum level of nutrition up to the age of 1 year of the infants depends upon the mother's milk. So, keeping this view in mind, the infants who didn't get the milk of their mother due to some reasons, medical reason or some other reason, I will discuss later. So, it was envisaged that those infants who are not getting or who are not able to get that kind of milk can get the mother's milk when they need. It means up to the age of 1 year. So, keeping this vision in mind, mother's milk bank or human milk bank was started. In India, human milk bank was very first started in Mumbai in 1989 in Sion Hospital. Thereafter, some other hospitals also initiated. But why mother's milk bank is very much required and why it is being focused? The reason is, infants are the babies who did not get mother's milk. Then what may be the reason why they did not get the milk? Infant milk. Why they did not why they didn't get? So the reasons might be due to some certain disease. The first one is certain disease that might cause damage to that infant. That is why the mother's milk is prohibited by the doctors. Doctors suggest that nursing lady, that you should not feed your child, your baby, first thing, if there is any problem of the disease. So risk रहता है ना भाई, risk है उधर. Secondly, this is very important. Underweight infants or babies, underweight babies means the infants are the babies who get birth and at the time of birth their weight is very less, means not appropriate to the estimated weight. So due to the underweight they are hospitalized. They are hospitalized means they are they are put in the nursery or they are put in a in intensive care units, etc. So if those children are being fed at that moment of time, up to that particular time when they are admitted, hospitalized, the doctors will never allow to give him or her any kind of mother's milk. First thing. Second thing, due to the hospitalization, there is a chance of disease, and the very devastating disease. If the mother's milk is provided during that particular hospitalization period, then necrotizing enterocolitis can be a disease. The name is necrotizing the disease. Due to this, if they are feeded, if the feeding is there, then what will happen? Necrotizing enterocolitis. Necrotizing enterocolitis. This disease can damage the intestine of the child. So this disease can damage the intestine. Can damage the intestine of the child. That is why the milk is prohibited. So what happens in some cases or in most of the cases when the baby is not being fed by mother for a longer time, then the mother's milk is either wasted or you can say thrown out. So in that case, that mother's milk can be collected, can be processed, can be screened, and thereafter can be dispensed. This is the reason why this mother milk bank works. So what will happen? That mother who is not able to feed the child, the baby, the milk is not going to be wasted. That milk can be collected through the human milk bank. Secondly, certain diseases, if there is any chance of certain diseases or this infection, then in that case also the mother's milk is not going to be wasted, and that can be collected and that can be dispensed to the needy. So this is what, and we know if mother's milk is available to any child up to the age of 1 year, then it is to be said that the nourishment of that child or that baby is sure. So what is there? There is another chance or another benefit. Similarly, those members or those families who are having the child, but they are not getting the chance to feed the child with the mother's milk, they are also being benefited, though the milk is of some other mother, but mother is there. Okay, so in Asia, now these are the basic issues or the basic concept related with the human milk bank. Now some facts and figures. So in Asia, where it was established very first, so it was established in Sion Hospital, Mumbai. The first human milk bank or mother's milk bank was established in 1989. Sion Hospital, Mumbai. Sion Hospital, Mumbai. Under the leadership of Armida Fernandez. Under the leadership of Dr. Armida Fernandez. 1989, and again in Mumbai, again in 2017, with the support of Norway, Norway, you know, a country, with the support of Norway, a very big, larger, you can say, milk bank known as Vatsalya Matri Amrit Kosh, known as Vatsalya Matri Amrit Kosh was established in Lady Hardinge Medical College. Norwegian government, and with the Norwegian government, there was Oslo University also a partner for the establishment of this Vatsalya Matri Amrit Kosh at Lady Hardinge Hospital, Delhi. Recently, the Fortis Hospital in Delhi also established the human milk bank or the mother's milk bank. So these three are the major important facts related with Indian human milk banks. Now, why it is or it was in news? Actually, recently, as you know, there was BRICS summit in which the Prime Minister of India also participated, and I'll take that international class separately, as I have told you also. Another BRICS is in international relations. So, the BRICS summit means Brazil. This organization has following these countries: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. South Africa joined it later. Initially, the 4 countries were there and they were known as BRIC. So, at the BRICS summit recently on 13th and 14th November, on BRICS summit, Brazil, this country, Brazil, declared, or you can say suggested at the BRICS that we should popularize this human milk bank and the countries should establish in their hospitals the human milk bank. Actually, the Brazil is running this program very successfully, and it is the most prestigious health program of Brazil also, and the most successful also. So the Brazilian Human Milk Bank is world's largest human milk bank network. So Brazil has world's largest human milk bank network. Remember always, if there is a one question, then you can answer. Brazil, world's largest human milk bank network. And in 2019, Brazil has given a slogan, and the slogan is donate breast milk, nourish life. So in the BRICS, actually this slogan was given, this slogan was made public: donate breast milk. Slogan is donate breast milk, nourish life. Nourish life. Donate milk, breast milk. Till now, one more important fact, till now, Brazil has helped 32 countries to establish human milk bank in their countries. 32 countries. This is very important. Brazil has helped 32 countries to establish human milk bank, and most of the countries belong to the Latin American and African continent, as well as in Europe also. So the next step, as at the BRICS summit, there was a consensus and agreement that the next step to establish human milk bank is BRICS countries, means the Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. So this is what the Brazil wanted to expedite, wants to expedite in the BRICS countries also, and we know that successfulness depends upon the positive thinking and donation of breast milk by the women or by the nursing women. So this is all about human breast. Now, as I have told you that now onwards there will be an idea related with the questions. So I don't have any problem to accept that from this topic the questions can be asked basically in prelims. So in preliminary examination, you know that the facts are very important. So you must remember always the facts, and one important fact, necrotizing enterocolitis, that disease and what that damages. Yes, remember, आप याद रखिए. और this is all about human milk bank. Thank you. Always be with me. You will get regularly and a very intensive classes of current affairs as I have promised. Thank you.